sir. Sir, there is a recent event from Meghalaya, which I wish to highlight in this August House. At the start of the current budget session of the Meghalaya Assembly, it was announced that the Honorable Governor would deliver his address to the House in Hindi. This was supported by the BJP in Meghalaya, and the Meghalaya leader of the BJP even incorrectly claimed that Hindi is our national language, so what is the problem? Let me highlight here that Hindi is not our national language. The official language of the state of Meghalaya is English. Meghalaya also has a proud linguistic culture that includes the native languages of Garo and Khasi. Despite repeated demands by the people of Meghalaya, as well as my party, Trinamool Congress, the union government has not yet included Garo and Khasi in the 8th schedule of the Constitution of India. Now, sir, in this context, the Honorable Governor of Meghalaya choosing to address the Assembly in Hindi instead of the state's official language, English, is nothing but a brazen Hindi imposition and an attempt to undermine the linguistic pride of Meghalaya. Sir, we have recently seen the government pass 3 new criminal laws in Parliament after suspending 146 MPs. For some strange reason, these laws have been given very complicated Hindi names, like Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita or etc. Let me remind the House here that outside of North India, Hindi is not the native language of crores of Indians. This is precisely why our Constitution chose to retain English as an official language along with Hindi. The imposition of Hindi by the union government has even led to an honorable judge of the Madras High Court saying that I don't know how to pronounce the names of these new criminal laws. I'm going to keep calling them IPC and CRPC. Sir, Bangla, which is spoken in my state of West Bengal, is India's second most spoken language after Hindi. Similarly, languages from the south and west like Tamil, Malayalam, Kannada, Marathi, Telugu and Tulu have their own rich and cultural heritage, and our people take pride in our languages. I said Malayalam. There is a reason that English has been retained as an official language in our constitution along with Hindi. However, the attempts by the current government to forcibly impose Hindi, which is barely spoken by 46% of the population, on the rest of India is a matter of shame. So there is absolutely no respect for local languages. Every new law, every new name that this government gives is given in Hindi for some reason. Are languages of the West, the South and the East not important in this country? Are regional languages to have no meaning? Sir, I would therefore like to appeal that English as an official language must be used for government business that extends to all of India, including non-Hindi speaking states. When our constitution mandates both Hindi and English as official languages, the imposition of Hindi over English and vernacular languages by the government is an affront to our federal structure and shows shocking disregard for states that do not speak Hindi. Thank you, sir.
1 second. Honorable member, you have taken oath under the Constitution. I will strongly suggest you go through the constitutional provisions. 1 second. So go to Article 351. I am reading for the benefit of the House. Directive is a constitutional prescription given by our founding fathers. Directive for development of the Hindi language. It shall be the duty of the Union to promote the spread of Hindi language, to develop it so that it may serve as a medium of expression for all the elements of the composite culture of India, and to secure its enrichment by assimilating without interfering with its genius the forms, style and expression used in Hindustani and other languages there. You ignored it. Once, please, for a moment. I have not opened it. Can you develop the habit of being slightly decorous? Then sit down. Sit down. No. One sec. And secondly, you see, please, 1 second, 1 second. Take your seat. Mr. Tiruchi Siva, Ilamaramji, our senior man, please sit down. Honorable members, it has been time and again stated that one second, bear with me, 1 second, time again stressed, we have a culture of very rich languages. We are proud of our languages. Our languages have even global impact. They have great culture. All I'm saying is we must have a consensual approach. I am merely indicating what the founding fathers of the Constitution have mandated for us since we have taken the oath. We must always be open to make constructive suggestions. If I go to another article, you are fully aware, and that article is all the more significant. It shall be the duty of the Commission, I am on Article 344, to make recommendations to the President as to the progressive use of Hindi language in the official purposes of the Union, restrictions on the use of English language. Sir, Mr. Saket Gokhale, once again, Dr. Keshav, please sit down. Honorable members, please sit down. Sorry. I'm sorry. Please take your seat first. 1 second, sir. Take your seat. Take your seat. Please take your seat. Why don't you take your seat? What's it? 1 second. Take your seat. Ilham Karim, don't force my hands. Please take your seat. You are a senior member. Senior members, please sit down for a moment. All I am telling you is, 1 second, has your chairman engaged, 1 second, and hear me carefully, has your chairman engaged in any transgression except inviting attention to constitutional provisions? Number one, I assert with full sense of responsibility, India is a land where languages make us proud. Our languages, our languages have depth. Our languages have literature. Our languages have sweetness. All I'm saying is that the honorable member went on a tangent. These are issues to be in a spirit of cooperation. And every time, Mr. Gokhale, you make a point and you think it is your right to immediately jump on your seat. I will not countenance. Sit down. Have I allowed you? Have I allowed you? No, have I allowed you? No, sorry. I don't appreciate. Honorable members, I don't appreciate it. Nothing will go on record. Nothing will go on record. No, it will not. No. Sir. 1 second. Will you take your seat? 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 No, mister. Please sit down. All sections of the House, please take your seat. Mr. Ilham Karim, don't. Tiruchi, what will younger members learn from you? Honorable members. 1 second, Mr. Saket Gokhale, I am about to name you. No. You can't lie like this. No. Nothing will go on record. I'm sorry. Tiruchi, Shiva, I am sorry. Take your seat. No, please take your seat. Take your seat. Dr. John Bittas, take your seat. Please. Honorable members, what are we generating? If I tell a member to maintain decorum, is it wrong? Can I be more patient? I make it a point to make available platform to every member. We will have different point of views. We will deliberate, discuss. We will come. Please. Tiruchi. You know, there is a parliamentary committee. There is a mechanism which I had also. I am fully aware of it. No. Let me make it very clear to the honorable members. I have interacted with the senior members, leader of the parties. They invariably have told me we must have decorum, discipline in the house, and we must demonstrate it. We should not get into a mode where we indicate indecorous behavior. Sir, with folded hands, I plea with you. I take a plea with you. Please. Dr. Keshav, you are very senior, sir. Very senior. So, all right. All right. One second. Dr. Keshav. Now, sir. One second. Keep on. Dr. Keshav, have I ever ignored when any member of the House has sought permission by raising of hand? Have I ever declined? My problem, one second, slight indication also. My problem arises when a member rises and then takes the floor without permission of the chair. If you all think it is wise, sensible, and decorous that this is the only pattern I should follow, I will follow. Number two, Shri Raiga Krishna. Shri Raiga Krishna. Okay. Please.
Respected Chairman, sir, the central government has provided reservations to OBC, SC, STs, but OBC students were not given any financial assistance to OBC students, particularly post-matric scholarship, fees reimbursement. It is a part, fees reimbursement and post-matric scholarship, it is a part and parcel of the implementation of reservation. Without financial assistance, how the OBC among the most backward class students, they will study the further studies. So many students from stone cutter community, Dhobi community, hair cutter community, fishermen community students are who comes under OBC category in so many states, but they are not going to study higher education because the government also provided 27% to IIT and IIM. In IIT, IIM, the fee structure is 1,30,000 to 1,08,000. Along this, one more lakhs for maintenance charges. A poor backward class student cannot spend this huge amount, so that they are discontinuing their studies. Some states are providing scholarships and fees within the boundary of their states. Outside, in central institutes, they are not giving sanctioning. At the same time, the government also not helping in financially to school level. Particularly in Andhra Pradesh, the state government is sanctioning first class to 10th class for every boy, OBC boy, 15,000. But the central government is not giving financial assistance to the central government. Every year, they are reducing the budget. Our budget is 47 lakhs crores. But scholarships amount is very less. Post-matric, pre-matric, milke, 2,000 bhi nahi. BCs are not the beggars. They are the shareholders of this country. They want, their share should be given. Otherwise, definitely, it is a loss to the country. They are part and parcel of this country. They are the children of this Bharata Mata. So, I request the central government to provide.
Shri Prakash Chik Baraik.
धन्यवाद सभापति महोदय. Subject regarding land deed patta to tea garden worker in West Bengal. पश्चिम बंगाल सरकार ने लंबे समय से चल रही जो डिमांड चाहे मजदूरों के लिए था, वो डिमांड लैंड एक्विजिशन एक्ट पास करके राज्य की माननीय मुख्यमंत्री सुश्री ममता बंदोपाध्याय ने पारित कर दिया कि चाहे मजदूरों को जमीन का पट्टा मिले एवं जमीन का पट्टा दिया जा रहा है। लेकिन कुछ अधिनियम अंडर लिबर्टी प्लांटेशन एक्ट 1951 के तहत है, जिसके आधार पे कुछ कंपनी एवं मैनेजमेंट जमीन का पट्टा देने के लिए इनकार कर रहे हैं। जो कंपनी जमीन का पट्टा दिया, उन लोगों को राज्य के माननीय मुख्यमंत्री ममता बंदोपाध्याय ने केवल जमीन का पट्टा नहीं, जितना जमीन पे हम लोग रहते हैं, जो क्वार्टर है, वो डिमार्केशन करके टोटल एरिया जो बाउंड्री है, टोटल जमीन को श्रमिकों को दिया जा रहा है। साथ ही साथ उन गरीब चाहे मजदूरों को जमीन का पट्टा के साथ 1,20,000 रुपया करके बंगला आवास योजना का पैसा दिया जा रहा है। अप्रोक्सीमेटली 22,000 चाहे श्रमिकों को यह सुविधा दिया गया है। माननीय मुख्यमंत्री ने जो उद्योग लिया चाहे श्रमिकों के लिए, देखिए सर, हम लोग 1951 जो अमेंडमेंट था पीएलए के तहत जो एग्रीमेंट था, दो किस्म का कंपोनेंट हम लोग पाते थे। एक कैश कंपोनेंट जो 250 रुपया है, दूसरा एडिशनल कंपोनेंट जो है जो एचआरए जो हम लोग अभी नहीं पाते हैं, मेडिकल अलाउंस जो हम लोग नहीं पाते हैं, जो सैनिटेशन का काम जो नहीं पाते हैं। लेकिन राज्य के माननीय मुख्यमंत्री ने प्रत्येक चाय बागान को केंद्रित करके करीबन 44 हॉस्पिटल बनाया, जिसमें एमबीबीएस डॉक्टर की सुविधाएं हैं, बिना पैसा में पेयजल, बिना पैसा में राशन, बिना पैसा में स्वास्थ्य परिसेवा की व्यवस्था चाहे मजदूरों के लिए किया गया। ये श्रेणीय है। हम केंद्र सरकार से दरखास्त करते हैं जो पीएलए एक्ट 1951 में जो बिल पारित है उसको ठीक करे एवं जमीन का पट्टा देने के लिए जो मालिक एवं चाय बागान के मैनेजमेंट जो एनओसी देने नहीं चाह रहे, इनको ठीक करें। एवं साथ ही साथ हमारा जो उम्र है रिटायरमेंट का उम्र 58 साल, उसको 60 साल करें, क्योंकि सरकारी नियम के आधार पे 60 साल में ही रिटायरमेंट होती है। हर काम को राज्य सरकार कर रही है, लेकिन केंद्र सरकार को भी हम गरीब चाय मजदूरों के लिए सोचना पड़ेगा। एवं विभिन्न प्रकार की जो सोर्स है, विभिन्न प्रकार की जो प्रॉब्लम है, राज्य के माननीय मुख्यमंत्री ने हर प्रॉब्लम को बखूबी देखा है एवं ये अधिकार जो 200 साल पुराना था, ये अधिकार हम लोगों को मिला। इसलिए हम धन्यवाद ज्ञापन करते हैं माननीय मुख्यमंत्री को, जो गरीब मजदूरों के लिए काम किया। जय हिंद, जय मामाटी मानुष।
श्री सुशील कुमार मोदी।
महोदय, ऑल इंडिया जुडिशियल सर्विस के गठन के संबंध में महोदय, संविधान की धारा 312 के अंतर्गत आईएएस आईपीएस के समान ऑल इंडिया जुडिशियल सर्विस के गठन का प्रावधान है। यह प्रावधान डिस्ट्रिक्ट जज, जॉइंट डिस्ट्रिक्ट जज, असिस्टेंट डिस्ट्रिक्ट जज की नियुक्ति से जुड़ा है। अभी ये नियुक्तियां स्टेट पब्लिक सर्विस कमीशन द्वारा हाईकोर्ट की देखरेख में होती है। यूपीएससी जिस प्रकार आईएएस आईपीएस के लिए सेंट्रलाइज परीक्षा लेकर सफल उम्मीदवारों को राज्यों को असाइन करता है, उसी प्रकार एआईजेएस के माध्यम से जुडिशरी के लिए नियुक्ति की जा सकती है। महोदय, 1st, 8th और 11th लॉ कमीशन ने भी ऑल इंडिया जुडिशियल सर्विस की अनुशंसा की थी। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने 13 नवंबर 1991 और 24 अगस्त 1993 को एआईजेएस के पक्ष में निर्णय दिया था। नवंबर 2012 में सेक्रेटरीज की कमिटी, 2013 में चीफ मिनिस्टर्स और हाईकोर्ट के चीफ जस्टिस के सम्मेलन, 2015 में चीफ जस्टिस के सम्मेलन और 2017 में लॉ मिनिस्टर की अध्यक्षता में विचार हुआ, परंतु कुछ हाईकोर्ट और कुछ राज्य सरकारों की असहमति के कारण मामला रुक गया। सुप्रीम कोर्ट के कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन डे सेलिब्रेशन पर संबोधित करते हुए श्रीमती द्रौपदी मुर्मू जी ने कहा, प्रेसिडेंट कॉल्ड फॉर द क्रिएशन ऑफ AIJS to recruit judges, saying this will help make the judiciary diverse by increasing representation from marginalized social groups. महोदय, कुछ हाईकोर्ट राज्यों के विरोध के आधार पर AIJS को रोका नहीं जाए। मैं सरकार से आग्रह करता हूं कि प्रेसिडेंट की अपील के बाद प्रधानमंत्री जी के तीसरे कार्यकाल में जुडिशियल रिफॉर्म के अंतर्गत AIJS के गठन के काम को पूरा किया जाए। धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद माननीय सुशील जी। माननीय श्री कनक मेदला रविंद्र कुमार जी, डिमांड टू टेक स्टेप्स फॉर द रिवाइवल ऑफ विशाखापट्टनम स्टील प्लांट।
Thank you, sir. Sir, the Cabinet Subcommittee on Economic Affairs on January 27, 2021 gave its in principle approval 100% disinvestment of government stake in RINL, also called Visakhapatnam Steel Plant or Vizag Steel, along with RINL stake in its subsidiaries, joint ventures through strategic disinvestment by way of privatization. Subsequent to the decision of the government, there is much discontent among the crores and crores of people of the state of Andhra Pradesh. The employees and the union of the Vizag Steel Plant are continuously staging, demonstrating, agitating against the government's decision. The request to reconsider the government decision has been made in various fora by the people's representatives. The Visakhapatnam Steel Plant is currently operating at 68% of 6.3 MTPA capacity up to February 2023. Though the blast furnace and steel melt shop are modernized and enhanced to 7.3 MTPA, the downstream integrated steel plant producing capacity has not been expanded to 7.3 MTPA capacity. Sir, certain constraints are there which hinders the operational full capacity of the plant. Obviating those constraints will certainly make running the steel plant in profitable manner. RINL does not own captive iron ore mines. It has been depending on supplies from Baldia on mines and being run by the National Mineral Development Corporation and importing coking coal from Austria. RINL incurring additional burden around 15,000 to 2,000 crores per annum compared with the other steel plants. Parliamentary Standing Committee also 2015 recommended to government to allot separate WACs. Various steps are being taken. RINL have its own captive mines. One such is request made by the Visakhapatnam Steel Plant to the state government of Andhra Pradesh for reservation of iron ore deposit under Section 17A 2A of Mines and Minerals Development Regulation Act 2015. The Ministry of Mines had informed to one of my parliamentary questions that it had not been received any such recommendation from the state government of Andhra Pradesh. It is quite unfortunate. The state government of Andhra Pradesh, though people are agitating for years together, they did not consider. Under these hostile circumstances, it is very unfortunate to take the decision of disinvestment of RINL. It will put to mark on the livelihood of many workers and employees working in the plant. So in view of the above, I request the central government to reconsider their proposal, irrespective of the negligent attitude of the government of Andhra Pradesh. Thank you, sir.
धन्यवाद माननीय कनक मेला रविंद्र कुमार जी। माननीय श्री दीपेंद्र सिंह हुड्डा, डिमांड टू रिलीज फंड्स फॉर कंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ एम्स इन रेवाड़ी।
धन्यवाद। मैं इस मौजूदा बजट में जो हरियाणा की एम्स परियोजनाएं हैं उनके लिए अपर्याप्त बजट आवंटन की मांग उठाना चाहता हूं, की बात सरकार का ध्यान आकर्षित करना चाहता हूं। हमारे यहाँ रेवाड़ी में, मनेठी में एम्स, जो आज 22 नए एम्स परियोजनाओं के लिए सरकार ने 6,000 करोड़ का बजट रखा है, उसमें उनका नाम शामिल किया गया, जिसके लिए हम धन्यवाद करते हैं। लेकिन जिस तरह से बजट आवंटन हुआ है उसमें 250 से 300 करोड़ एक नए एम्स के बाटे आएगा, जो अपर्याप्त है, क्योंकि CAG की जो रिपोर्ट आई 2020-21 में, उसके अनुसार एम्स की, किसी भी एम्स की परिसर को तैयार करने, बिल्डिंग कंस्ट्रक्शन की कॉस्ट लगभग 3,000 करोड़ के आसपास CAG ने दिखाई गई है। इस रफ्तार से इस एम्स को पूरा होने में लगभग 12 वर्ष लग जाएंगे अगर इसी रफ्तार से बजट आवंटन हुआ, जो कि काफ़ी लंबा अंतराल है। मैं जानकारी में लाना चाहता हूं कि ये इस एम्स की घोषणा 2015 में हुई थी और 9 साल के बाद ये कागजों से निकलकर अब इसका चुनावी वर्ष के अंदर बजट आवंटन हुआ है 250-300 करोड़ का, लेकिन ये अपर्याप्त साबित होगा अगर और 12 साल इसकी बिल्डिंग कंस्ट्रक्शन में इंतजार करना पड़े। साथ जो एम्स बाड़सा परिसर में, जो हमारे वहाँ पर बाड़सा परिसर एम्स 2 में नेशनल सेंटर फॉर चाइल्ड हेल्थ 500 बेड का, नेशनल कार्डियोलॉजिकल सेंटर 600 बेड का ये सैंक्शन है। 2012 में डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह जी ने इसका फाउंडेशन रखा था। वहाँ नेशनल कैंसर इंस्टीट्यूट तो बन गया, लेकिन बाकी ये 10 इस तरह के राष्ट्रीय संस्थान जो 15,000 करोड़ की लागत से बनने थे, उनके लिए कोई बजट का आवंटन नहीं किया गया है। मैं मांग करना चाहता हूँ कि इन परियोजनाओं के लिए भी बजट का आवंटन किया जाए। 10 वर्ष में इन परियोजनाओं का कोई 1 रुपया भी बजट का आवंटन उसी रूप से नहीं किया गया जैसे हमारे यहाँ मेट्रो का विस्तार हमारे क्षेत्र में होना था, रोहतक, रेवाड़ी, गुड़गांव, रोहतक, रेवाड़ी, फरीदाबाद, सोनीपत, झज्जर, इन दिशाओं में मेट्रो का विस्तार होना था, लेकिन 10 वर्ष तक सरकार ने मेट्रो के विस्तार के एक खंबे का भी बजट नहीं दिया। या फिर इंडियन नेशनल डिफेंस यूनिवर्सिटी जो गुड़गांव के अंदर, उसकी फाउंडेशन स्टोन तो रखा गया, लेकिन 4 दीवारी ही हुई 10 साल में, आगे काम ना हुआ। तो मैं आग्रह करूंगा सरकार से, स्वास्थ्य मंत्री जी से, कि आज ऐसा ना हो कि इसका फाउंडेशन स्टोन रखा जाए, लेकिन आगे काम उस गति से ना हो जितना लोगों को आशाएं हैं, चाहे वो एम्स रेवाड़ी की बात हो और चाहे बाड़सा एम्स परिसर के अंदर जो बाकी जहां आपने बजट नहीं रखा गया वहां भी आप बजट बढ़ाने का काम करें। धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद दीपेन जी। माननीय श्री सुजीत कुमार जी, डिमांड टू एस्टेब्लिश ए नेशनल सेंटर फॉर कोस्टल रिसर्च सैटेलाइट सेंटर इन ओडिशा।
Thank you, sir. Sir, I rise to request and urge Government of India to establish in Odisha a satellite center of National Center for Coastal Research, NCCR in short. Sir, NCCR is under the Ministry of Earth Science and it is in Chennai. And its mandate is to promote research in the areas of coastline erosion, coastal natural disasters, coastal vulnerability, and to build India's capabilities and capacities in the maritime domain. Sir, we have a 7,500 kilometer long coastline, and we have a vast exclusive economic zone of 2.37 thousand square kilometer, 2.37 million square kilometer, I'm sorry. But despite this, sir, we have only one center of coastal research, that's in Chennai. Sir, it's a well-known fact that India is one of the most vulnerable countries that will face the adverse impact and effect of climate change. Sir, it is estimated that by 2050, around 1,500 square kilometers of land in India would be submerged due to the rising sea level, and about 36-37 million people will be displaced because of coastal flood and inundation. Sir, in my state of Odisha alone, sir, about 153 kilometers of land has already been submerged, which is almost 28% of our coastline, that is 485 kilometers. 16 villages have already been displaced. And close to, sir, 5,000 families have been displaced. Sir, Odisha is known globally as a pioneer and as a model of disaster management. Sir, Honorable Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik has often articulated his goal of zero casualty in case of any natural disasters. Sir, we have seen that in the super cyclone of Phylline in 2013. And again, sir, Odisha's preparedness and model of disaster management was on display during the super cyclone of Fani in 2019. Sir, many UN agencies, many international bodies such as the UN and World Bank have commended Odisha for this. Sir, we have about 800 disaster-resilient multi-purpose cyclone shelters dotting the landscape of coastal Odisha. We are the first state in the country, sir, to have a early warning system, which is technology-driven. We are again the first state in the country, sir, to have settlement policy for displaced villages. Sir, we are allocating a huge budget for disaster management and preparedness. In BE of 23-24, sir, 3,700 crore was allocated for disaster management, which is much higher than the national allocation as well. So, sir, the reason I say all this is to bring to your notice, sir, that, sir, Odisha's capabilities may be deployed, may be utilized by having a satellite center of coastal research. And not only Odisha, sir. Sir, I would also urge the government to have one center in west coast of India also. Sir, this will be the true tribute to this.
Thank you. Thank you, Mani Sujit ji. Mani Honorable Sri P. Wilson, concerned over sudden withdrawal of operation of international flights from Chennai Airport.
Thank you, Deputy Chairman, sir. Chennai is one of the largest metropolitan economies in India and is known as India's health capital. However, the airport in Chennai is in a very poor condition. Chennai International Airport is among the top 50 airports in Asia and accommodates over 18 million passengers annually. It is a tragically important port city in India and is therefore the foremost commercial and industrial hub in South India. Due to its commercial nature and interest from international investors, Chennai is also a popular destination for international passengers. However, there has been a drastic increase in the withdrawal of operations of international flight by the international operators. This is due to shortage of aero bridges for international flights with only 4 available. As a result, many flights are handled at remote parking bays away from the terminal, which has significantly increased the time to board and alight passengers, load and unload baggages. Furthermore, Chennai Airport is not currently equipped to handle large planes with a capacity of 400 passengers and double-decker planes because it does not have suitable aerobridges or parking bays. Also, there are no aerobridges that can be used to dock large planes. Previously, British Airways operated a massive freighter to Chennai, requiring authorities to temporarily close a taxiway near the runway until the aircraft reached its designed parking bay. The aircraft broad wingspan led to the tips encroaching onto the parallel taxiway, necessitating restrictions on the other plane accessing the taxiway while the freighter was on the runway. This resulted in significant inconvenience to the other operators and to the public. This situation has forced international operators seeking to expand their flight operations in Chennai to opt for alternative airports such as Bangalore and Hyderabad over Chennai. As a consequence, flight frequencies to European destinations have decreased despite the increasing demand from the public. To make matter worse, the Director General of Civil Aviation has replaced Chennai airports with Hyderabad and Bangalore airports as point of collateral for several countries. This makes it unlikely that Chennai will get flights to such countries in near future. Therefore, the current situation in Chennai International Airport needs immediate attention. This has often raised questions about the strategic importance of Chennai International Airport. I therefore request the Honorable Civil Aviation Minister to address this matter with utmost importance, call for a report on this issue and arrange for a feasibility study to add more aerobridges and restore point of collateral for various international destinations to Chennai International Airport. Thank you very much,
Thank you,
Deputy
Mani
Chairman.
P. Wilson ji. Mani Shri Naresh Bansal ji, concern over rising cases of drug addiction in Uttarakhand.
धन्यवाद उपसभापति जी। मैं आपके माध्यम से सरकार और सदन का ध्यान ऐसी समस्या की ओर आकृष्ट करना चाहता हूं जिससे आज की हमारी युवा पीढ़ी जूझ रही है। देवभूमि उत्तराखंड विशेष रूप से इससे ग्रसित है। वहां पर बड़े नामी गिरामी स्कूल हैं, एजुकेशन हब है, जिनके हॉस्टल में पूरे देश भर के बच्चे पढ़ते हैं और वो हॉस्टल, वो स्कूल, कॉलेजेस आज नशे की गिरफ्त में हैं। ड्रग्स के जो स्मगलर हैं, तस्कर हैं, उनके लिए वो एक बहुत ही इजी पॉइंट है। स्कूलों की छुट्टी के समय, इंटरवल के समय वहाँ पर इनकी गतिविधियाँ चलती हैं और आज का युवा, विशेष रूप से किशोर किशोरियाँ उसकी गिरफ्त में आ रहे हैं। अनेक प्रकार के हथकंडे उनको उसकी लत लगाने के किए जाते हैं और ऐसा लगता है कि उनके मन में इस प्रकार की भावना भरी जाती है कि अगर इसका आनंद नहीं लिया तो शायद वो पिछड़े रह जाएंगे। एक आधुनिकता का सिंबल बनाया जा रहा है और आने वाली पीढ़ियां बर्बाद हो रही हैं। देहरादून, हरिद्वार, नैनीताल जिला विशेष रूप से ग्रसित है और जब इसकी लत लग जाती है और पैसे नहीं होते जेब में तो अनेक प्रकार की चोरी, अनेक प्रकार के, पुलिस ने भी ऐसे गिरोहों का भंडाफोड़ किया।